Blackstone Publishing presents Can't Pay, Won't Pay, The Case for Economic Disobedience and Debt Abolition by the Debt Collective. This book is read by Nancy Peterson. Forward. In 2008, around the same time Lehman Brothers collapsed and the mortgage market began to melt down, I got a call telling me my student loans were in default. I remember trying to grasp the logic as I spoke to the collector. Because I didn't have money, they were increasing my principal by 19%. My balance ballooned, as did my monthly payments, which meant I was even more broke than before. My credit score tanked, further compounding my financial woes. When I got involved in Occupy Wall Street a few years later, I realized my situation was hardly unique. Most people drawn to the encampments were also in the red. To talk to fellow protesters during the first few weeks of Occupy Wall Street was to talk about student loans that couldn't be repaid, medical bills that were piling up, houses that had been foreclosed on by bailed-out banks, and insolvent communities forced to endure austerity measures, with people of color hit hardest. Millions were homeless and jobless, delaying starting families or losing hope of ever being able to retire, while bankers got massive bonuses. Perhaps organizing around indebtedness, some of us thought, would be worthwhile. That's what those of us who wrote this book have been working to do ever since. What follows is a jointly authored record of insights and ideas developed over years, with various collaborators too numerous to name individually. Our efforts kicked off in April 2012 when the Occupy Student Debt Campaign, OSDC, organized a protest marking 1T Day, the day outstanding student debt hit $1 trillion, and demanding full debt cancellation and free public college. The 1T protest was the first time I ever heard anyone make the call for student debt cancellation, and I was enraptured. Over the coming months, OSDC merged forces with Strike Debt, a decentralized initiative focused primarily on public education. Strike Debt hosted debtors' assemblies, where strangers gathered and shared personal stories, and collaborated on a pamphlet called the Debt Resisters Operations Manual, which combined practical financial advice and a radical overview of our economic system.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?